Hey everyone, try this for just a second. Think about where you live right now, your house, your land, your setup. Now imagine something simple happens, like not a disaster, nothing too crazy, just that the system stopped working. Like the internet is gone, the power is gone, the water stops, stores are empty, and not for a few hours, and not because of a storm, but for a few weeks. No timeline, no quick fix, and no one telling you when it's coming back. Now, here's the real question. How long before your preparation setup starts to struggle? Today's video is actually inspired by a post on our platform, preppingcommunities.com. The post is called A Prepper's Guide to Rural Survival, and it got me thinking. A lot of people, including us, look at going rural as the solution, but they don't always think through what actually changes. And I can speak from experience because we moved from the big city in December 1st to a rural area. And we are seeing that there are some challenges, and we didn't think everything through thoroughly. It's not the end of the world, but we can speak from experience. So when people think about rural living, they think like more land, fewer people, more freedom. And yes, that is real, but there's something that a lot of us don't fully think, like we don't fully think through at first. That the rule, it doesn't remove the problems, it just removes the backup. So most of you will likely still be connected and require access to the systems in some way, like internet, power, fuel, electricity, hardware, parts, communication. And in a city, when something breaks, there's usually a system behind it. Someone fixes it, something restocks, something restores. But when you're rural, that system gets really thin really fast. And eventually, it's just you. It's your water, your food, your energy, your decisions. And the further you get from the systems, the more everything depends on you. So think about your setup honestly. Not ideal, not best case, just real life. If something stopped tomorrow, what's the first thing that becomes a problem? Like what fails first? Because this is where it usually shows up. Water runs low, power becomes inconsistent, and food becomes something that you start watching, not just using. And suddenly, everything that felt covered needs your attention. And this is where the shift happens. You realize pretty quickly this isn't about how much you have, it's about how long it keeps working. Stored water runs out, the stored food runs down, the fuel gets used, but systems either keep going or they don't. And this is where rural, it can become powerful because now you actually have options. You can build water systems. You can grow food. You can raise animals. You can generate your own power. You can start replacing dependence with control. Even doing that partially, it changes everything. It's a game changer. But there is a trade-off because now you're the one solving the problems. You're the one fixing what breaks. You're the one making decisions when things don't go as planned. And when something goes wrong, there's no quick reset. And then there's the environment itself. Weather shifts, seasons change, wildlife shows up. And in a rural setup, you're not insulated from that. You're in it. And learning to work with it becomes part of survival. So I'm curious. When you look at your area, what's the biggest challenge? Is it the water, the weather, isolation? Is it getting supplies? Drop it in the comments below. It's always interesting seeing what people are dealing with in different places. We definitely see challenges where we are. Even yesterday, we were looking for some things for the garden and we couldn't find them. So it's interesting. If we were in the big city, we would have been able to get it just like that. Oh, well. And one thing that keeps coming up again and again are people who do this well. The people who do this really well, in my opinion, they're not actually doing it alone. They are connected. They're neighbors helping neighbors. Our neighbors, I love our neighbors. Oh my goodness. They have a big dog, and I'll just give you a really quick story. The other night at about 3:30 in the morning, we had a bunch of police around our house. and our neighbor's house in the community because there was a bad actor in just behind our neighbor's yard, and his dog just would not let up. And usually the dog's name is Colby. Usually the dog will let up, would not let up. And I kept hearing him like, okay, is everything okay? Because usually Colby will settle down, and that dog just did not let up. And yeah, we had a bad actor in our area, and the police got him. So I love our neighbors. So neighbors helping neighbors. In this case, Colby helping us out. People sharing skills, trading knowledge, figuring things out together. Because long term, that matters more than people think. And honestly, I say this all the time. This is why we built preppingcommunities.com. Our membership is growing every day, and it's a place where people are having these kind of conversations all the time. They're sharing what they're seeing, what's working, what's not. The whole idea is pretty simple. Connect, prepare, and share knowledge and resources. And if you are in Florida, there's a really solid group on our platform, preppingcommunities.com. It's worth checking out. I hope I pronounced this right. Volusia County Prepping. They've got around 250 members, and they're growing all the time, and they're active pretty much all the time. It started back, from what I understand, in 2011 with in-person meetups, and now it's grown into smaller local groups, plus an online community. So if you're looking to connect with people in your area and you're in Florida, please, it's a great place to start. I encourage you to check it out. And one more thing before we wrap up. We launched Prepper Offline. I'm so excited about this. Basically, it's a full preparedness library that you can download and keep 10,000 plus articles, manuals, checklists, instruction guides, etc. And that is growing daily thanks to our members and us for creating content. It's fully searchable and it works completely offline. It's pretty nifty, actually. It's like a little website that you can search for all this information, but it works offline. It's fully searchable and completely offline. You don't need the internet. So laptop, USB, whatever your offline device, no internet needed. It's built for those moments when you can't just look something up. Our goal with Prepper Offline is to capture the largest knowledge base on prepping in our offline library. So before the internet or access to it is gone. Now, do we think that the internet's going to go down? I think it's pretty highly unlikely, but we do know that access to the internet is becoming more and more restricted and controlled. So if Prepping Communities is no longer available to you, you can still have Prepper Offline tucked away in your bug out bag. So I encourage you to check it out. And before you go, think about this. Is your setup based on access or control? Because that one answer tells you a lot more about where you're at. Anyways, folks, thanks so much for spending a few minutes with me today. I will see you in the next video.